know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
I got him. Out. X3. 218, jump.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Jones. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watch the screen.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And Davis has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The end result, 21 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 at the 14. On the ground, Richard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Set 180, 390.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on fourth and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he spins free. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Able to find Switzer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. They'll roll him out right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 55. 65, 65. Come. 55, Mike 55.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year, and folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Rush in.
Jones. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh. 55. And let's pin him here. General West. Hey, Foxtrot. There you go. Right up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Red Delta!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
12. Small.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Check 99. Kill. Pilot, 64, reach.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Ronald Jones, 94 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Makes the score Giants 10, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Left. Wait, 89.
To throw again. Rivers. And his throw here Rivers incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's third down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 29 yards that time. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
390. Cluster. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. Mike, watch two.
From the 44, Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Hey, Rocket.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, Orbit. To the mic. Watch the screen. White.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
Throwing, Rivers. Right side caught by Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Black 15. Here we go. Alpha.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You talk about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Simeon. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with Jones. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Red! Orange box four. Give it up. Hey, wahoo! Check.
From the 24, Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for just...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 73 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Room here to run. A big run there by Jones. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hard.
Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
10-2 stop. 6'6", pull it high. Squeeze. Go.
On first down, Bernard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You draw quarters. Leo. Fight.
They'll run again with Bernard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Again, it's Cohen. And he's got some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Rivers now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rivers to throw it. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Right there, 54, right there.
A second down throw for Rivers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's go, let's go.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come up in an offset eye.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Deshaun Jackson, his 9th touchdown this season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he loses the football a second time. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Stay there. Stay there. Cut, 180.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Hey, Rocket.
Hey, watch.
Hey, Haywood.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Cook with a first down and much more. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 13.
On 3rd down, Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, Alpha. Fair. Tonight.
They snap it to Simeon. Now a desperation throw deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over. And when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Big stop, let's go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tight right.
Rivers here to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Rivers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the